So this is what you want your rusted areas to look like. Do you see that there's hardly any orange left, and it seems like there was a thin coat of white paint, or there's this grayish finish? Well, that's not paint. That is what the phosphoric acid did to the rust. It dissolved most of the rust. You know, me and the wire brush, we got rid of the rust. Well, the phosphoric acid and the wire brush got rid of the rust. But what little rust was left, it made a film. And that is actually a corrosion inhibitor, which is what they actually do on ships. They just, get the rust to look like that. They take the big amounts of rust off, and they get whatever is rusted to look like that, and they just leave it like that, and it works. It would be better if they paint it, which sometimes they do. They paint it with some kind of corrosion inhibiting paint, but that's the whole thing. So I'm nearly done. I only spent, I spent a lot of time here, so I'm not going to lie to you, but yeah, I'm nearly done. I'm not going to show you what I look like because I think we've ascertained nobody wants to look at the crack of my ass. But check out my favorite shorts. This actually happened to me on the first contract I went to. There was a job that came up about 2 hours, a 3-hour drive from where I live. And I took it, although the van wasn't ready. And I decided to stay at this, I used Airbnb to find a place to stay. But I went there, I showed up to the job, I dropped off my tools, and the people who owned the house said, "Hey Dave, your tires look like they're going flat." So I used these to sleep, and I just went with my sandals to fill up the tires at the local gas station, and I filled 3, and when I was on the last tire, I hear psss on the left rear tire. I was filling up the right rear tire. I let go of the valve, and the valve actually blew out of the tire I was filling. So to make a long story short, both of the rear tires lost their valves. The stems on the rubber stems that hold the valves had deteriorated because of dry rot. The tires had been in that farm for such a long time that they dry rotted, and the stems actually blew out of the tire. And I already had dropped off my tools at the hangar, and I had to figure out how to get home with nearly no money, and I only had one spare tire. So luckily I had a Walmart across the street that was open 24 hours, and I had about $80 in my pocket, and I managed to get home. But I ruined my favorite pair of shorts. So you see the way those shorts look like right now? That's the way I look. In other words, I look like I just got gang raped. Ooh. All right. Oh, one more thing. When this is done, I'm going to give it a few more minutes. I'm just going to spray it out with my garden hose. That should be enough. And then sweep it out, sweep that water out. Let it dry in the Florida sun. It's mad sunny out, by the way. But what you want to do is underneath all of the side panels, they have these rubber or plastic covers on these big inch diameter holes. Now what you want to do is you want to pull those out because the water actually drains from there. Okay? If you do not pull those out, you could actually start rust on those panels. So behind here, okay, you want to go ahead and find these down there and pull them out. Let me see if I could actually do this without having to go down there. Okay. All right. Look what I'm pointing at right there. Okay, at the other side of that tire. On that panel, you'll find those plastic ports that come out. Those covers come out with the screwdriver. Okay. And they're all around the back of the van. Pull those out. There are about 6 of them, 4 to 6 of them. All right, so the water can drain. And when you're done, just cover it back up so they don't get clogged up with mud and stuff. So, okay. I hope I was able to give you guys some good information.